I've been going over discipline. I feel like more often and like touching up on discipline more like I did in the last video when I was talking about like consistency and whatnot and things like that. But I kind of want to go over like how to try and stay more disciplined because motivation is more so just like an emotion that does like come and go. Like some days you'll feel amazing, like you can do anything, you can accomplish anything, and you want to try and get everything done. But you'll wake up one day and just like that whole motivation's gone. Like you could, like with me, okay, with me for example, I was sitting here, I was getting up maybe like a week straight. I was getting up, boom, running out of like 4 in the morning. Sounds dumb, sounds stupid. I want to get back into that. Maybe not at 4 in the morning, but I was getting up for like a week straight, ran a mile, and I like download the app and everything. Boom, trying to like track and see like how it's progressing and whatnot. Do I even have the app still? That I'm honestly not even too sure because I look want to see what my mile time was so I can give it to you. Let me re-download that. But I was waking up like a week straight, boom, running a mile like 4 in the morning. Cool. I was motivated. I was determined. I was like, bro, I need to get more cardio in. All that. I'm like, all right, for sure. Boom. I woke up that Monday, that next week. I was like, boom, that shit hit so bad. I was like, bro, I'm not getting up. I'm cool. I was like, bro, one night won't hurt. I'm gonna just sleep in, bro. I'll be fine. I'll get to it a different day. I'm gonna get back on it soon. And me doing that ended up turning up into like a whole week long of me just doing that. I just didn't get back into it at all. And that was maybe like a few months ago. It wasn't too long. It was maybe like 2 months ago or something like that. But like motivation just come and goes. Like motivation isn't gonna stay forever. That's why like any any form of success or anybody that is successful isn't built off of motivation. It's built off discipline. Like you're not gonna hear about um like Elon Musk or like some millionaires or billionaires, or the case may be, some are talking about, oh, they gained all their success and everything off of motivation. It was based all off discipline because they were disciplined and stuck to the plan that they had set for themselves. And um discipline is really just like discipline is getting done. Discipline is doing what needs to be done. Even when you really don't have the energy nor the strength to do so. That's what discipline really comes down to. Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline you're gonna still go do it even if you don't have the energy, even if you didn't get enough sleep, even if you don't have the strength to go do so, you're still gonna get it done and accomplish the task, complete the task, whatever it may be. Maybe like when it comes to like homework, studying, you're disciplined to sit there and put in those hours so you can pass that exam, pass that test. You were disciplined to do so. You were doing what needed it to be done. You had to finish that assignment, so you did it. Um, Hold on. I just re-downloaded it, bro. I'm trying to check and see what it was. Cause I know like the first one that first night, bro, I ran so bad. Oh my god. Okay. Besides the point, discipline is so hard, honestly, because our brain loves comfort. Our brain loves comfort. We like staying in a comfortable position. We like being in a space where we're at ease and don't have to worry too much about certain things, pretty much. And I feel like our minds like that because we don't see the instant result. You don't see the results right away. You don't reap the rewards right away. So it's like you kind of turn away from being so disciplined to these workouts and whatnot because you're not seeing the results instantly. You're not going to see the results instantly like that. You being disciplined is going to be reward. Your discipline is going to be rewarded long term. You doing these workouts, putting in all this work is going to pay off a month from now, 2 months from now. It might not even be that time for maybe like some years from now. And that's perfectly fine. You have to be okay with that. My mile split, bro, the first day that I went was basically 10 minutes. The last one I had ran, bro, my mile split was 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Can I do that now? I have no idea. We will find out, bro, whenever I actually go run a mile. Shit. But just like stacking on top of that, discipline doesn't start overnight. Discipline doesn't start overnight at all. You have to choose what you want most over what you're wanting right now. You have to choose your future self over your current self. You have to choose your future needs over your current needs. There's things that you want and that you're needing currently right now that aren't really as valuable than the things that you're going to be needing later on down the line in the future. Like, say, okay, something with me, I've been so disciplined with not smoking and drinking. That's something I've always been very disciplined with, and I just feel like that's gonna really pay off in the future and shit when it comes to like my health and whatnot. And that I just never really seen like the purpose of me doing so. There's nothing wrong with people that do it, cool. Like, certain people do it obviously for certain needs that they have in the moment. It may be like cope with whatever it may be, or like some physical things like they can't eat, sleep, like give them munchies and whatnot, whatever it may be. Everybody has their reasons for it, but you could like limit it in a sense so your future self wanted to reap so much of the reap so much of what you sold in like current. So like future self wouldn't have to worry about them having so many like lung problems and everything because you're smoking so much. So like you being disciplined, not smoking as much is gonna help future you later down the line, long term. We have to sit there and find ways to build discipline. Personally, I've been more so trying to get in the habit of like getting up, doing my push-ups and everything right away, so I am feeling more motivated and more driven and feel more like productive. So I keep on pushing and trying to get everything accomplished throughout the day. Like right now, like my schedule, that's also a thing. You want to try to have a schedule, some type of routine to stick to, so it's not like, oh, you're doing all these things based off your mood. It's a set plan that you want to try and accomplish and try and complete. Right on my schedule as of right now, it's I wake up, pray, read my little daily. Then after I do that, I'll go on my phone. I'll check like a few social media things. Boom, go like text everybody back when need to be texted back and whatnot. But I'll usually go check like the little prayer room that I'm in. This thing, go up in there, read that, boom, pray and whatnot. I'll sometimes get some from that one, but I'm also in another one too. Then my cousin just sent me another one, so I go through and kind of just read those, boom, pray and try to like really get my mindset in the right place. Also in a little group chat that my homegirl Tanae added me into. They be in there sending prayers and sending Bible verses and talking about spiritual needs and whatnot, trying to realign themselves, coming to each other, trying to make sure we're all on the right path and try and steer each other all in the right direction. Very much appreciative for that. Very much appreciative for that group chat as well. They very much do talk about some real stuff up in there. You want to try and remove any like distractions, anything that would steer you away from what you're trying to be disciplined with and trying to accomplish. You want to remove that. Remove any temptation. Remove anything that's going to steer you off the course that you're trying to go on to. Like if I'm sitting here trying to read this book, I want to turn my phone off, turn everything off so I can focus on the book at hand. So I'm not sitting there worried about, oh, what notification just went off or what that's like. You want to put yourself in an environment where you can stay focused. It's really shifting your identity as well in a sense. Like, let me see. I'm trying to think of an example that I can like really relate with. Not like, oh, I'm trying to do this, I will do this. In a sense. Having like, I will figure this out, I will accomplish this, I will get this done, I will learn. That's a mindset. Instead of like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm trying to. You want to say I will. You will accomplish it. You will get it done. You will do whatever the task is and complete the task the best you can to the best of your abilities. And you're not gonna be perfect when doing so. You're never gonna be perfect. You're never gonna be perfect ever. Being disciplined is being consistent. You have to be consistent with whatever you're trying to accomplish to stay disciplined. And you're never going to be perfect, but that consistency that you're putting into whatever you are trying to do is going to separate you from average people in today's world, average people in the economy, average people in your class, your sport, your club, whatever it may be. It's going to separate you from the average people that are there, the average people that are around you. Try and choose one thing that you can stay disciplined with this week. One thing that I want to stay disciplined with this week is, for me, I already know what it is. I'm trying to stay disciplined with staying off my phone. I'm trying to stay disciplined to get my screen time down. My screen time been through the roof, but that's because I just been on social media so much, just scrolling. And I want to try and stay disciplined and stop putting so much time into my device and put my time into something else that may be better, like reading the books or just meditating, watching something that's informational and something that I can gain, or working out, whatever the case may be, playing the game, something like that. I just want to take my time away from being on my phone so much. Commit to it for 7 days. Don't have no excuses like, oh, but I needed to do this. There shouldn't be any excuses. You want to try and stop making excuses for yourself and really just stick to what you said. You making excuses is disrespecting yourself in a sense, because you set this goal for yourself. You said you were gonna do this, and you're going against whatever you said. You're disrespecting yourself. That's how I feel like it is, honestly. Like, it's not respecting yourself and respecting the decision that you made to better yourself. And be able to also like celebrate the small victories when you are doing so. Like, at the end of the day, like with me at the end of the day trying to check my screen time, oh, okay, cool, I was under 12 hours. That's good, that's great. Now let's try and get a little bit lower. Let's try and go for less hours. It's like the next day. Let's try and go for less hours the whole week. Like, be able to sit there and actually celebrate and accomplish yourself on the small goals that you are completing. I feel like that's really it. There's nothing else that is coming to mind as of right now. But, like, motivation does fade. Motivation comes and goes, it goes away. Discipline lasts. Discipline is more long-term. Discipline is just sticking to whatever the plan is and trying to complete that plan. Give yourself a schedule to stick to if you have to, whenever you are trying to accomplish whatever it is that you want to be disciplined with. Comment something that you are trying to stay disciplined with this week, that you will try and attempt to stay disciplined with this week. Oh my god, I cannot get my word out. Other than that, like the video if it helps. Subscribe if you want to. Share the video with somebody else that you feel like may needed to hear this, or can learn something from it, or can relate to it, whatever the case may be. But hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I'm for sure putting this one up way earlier. I just want to get this done because it's been sitting on my mind. But have a rest of y'all day. Have a rest of your night whenever you do see it, whatever the case is. Hope you have a great rest of y'all week. Try and stay motivated. Try and stay disciplined. Try and stay consistent with whatever you are trying to accomplish. Hope you do receive all the blessings and reap everything that you have been sowing. That is positive for you and the ones around you, as well as your inner self. And just keep up the great work. You're doing great.